Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again. I am Grethel. Thank you for joining me. Hi. This little tank is the new T-37. This is the one that replaces our beloved Chaffee that got hit with the wiffle ball bat, the Nerf bat, the proposed Nerf bat, 100 times or so. This is a pretty darn good game. As you can see, we've got a Tier 9 battle, plenty of hit points to choose from. It's a fairly open map. I knew that on this open map, I've got incredible view range. This tank actually will have 497 view range if you use the binocular telescopes. I have chosen to use the the coated optics. The coated optics give me a fairly reasonable view range, 444. So I have to get a little bit closer. But if you know anything about the game, 495 I think is the 445 is the farthest draw distance. Bam! There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right off the bat. There they are already. 400 points, 300 points. Now I haven't done anything. I've simply moved into position and a little bit of a better position. Let's see if I can get. Oh, there's a 110. He hasn't spotted me. Just gonna kind of watch him. Right there. That's the tough part. Is the Indian Panzer gonna? No, he hasn't seen me either. Whew. Okay, so we just need to take a breath and don't squeeze the trigger. This is the key on these light tanks, especially when you've got the view range that I do, that this tank does. You can see the blue circle down here, where my mouse is now at, around in here. I can be spotted within that blue circle, but that's also my spotting range. Yellow is the spotting range, just right outside of it, so I've got to be careful with anything inside the blue. So you can see if I poke over too much, they're going to spot me and I'm done. The red square is the maximum draw range. Now, you would think that this T-54 is doing the most of the spotting, but the Tiger P, I believe, in this area, J3, is probably getting some. He's probably getting those spots, but if you can look, he's down the hill. He's actually not drawing anything up. Now, the T-21 I thought was going to push at this point. He did not. Thank goodness. I was going to have to fire, and then that would give away my position, and thus ruining this entire game.
I don't see the target.
He continues to back up, and he was a good player. He really was. He just wasn't supported by a team, and he was kind of in a difficult spot. Boy, I really wanted to try and take out this VK 4502B. Those are just damn hard tanks. They're tough nuts to crack. You know, I know some tanks that can pen an E100 and that can't pen the lower glacis on the VK 4502B from the front. Just extremely difficult. And as you can see, all of the heavies, my thrust into here to get lights right off the bat forced this team, this puck team, this people that are unclanned team, to to not follow the original strat, to not follow the normal game plan. The normal game plan in this game, as you all know, is to climb the hill and duke it out. Right here, you can see that I obviously get spotted. As soon as I turn this corner, you'll see that VK is the one that spotted me. I've got a 110 up there that's going to be kind of cheeky, so I've got to be really careful. Obviously, right here is where the coated optics saved me because I'm still spotting, but I can't move or I can't hold still. If I would have held still, that 110 wasted. Our Object 416 is quite the clicker. At this point, the VK4502B ends up taking out this E75, and you can see that they're making a final push, or a really good push down through the K line right through there, and here any moment they'll begin to cap. At least a few of them will. They'll push on a little ways further and then end up capping. So at this point, obviously the 110 can't see me. The 110 is still in his location. He hasn't done anything. He's still on Alpha 8. There's artillery. I decided to get a little cheeky and see if I can sneak over a shot at artillery here. And you'll see, just too steep of a hill. And at this point,
it's a trap!
Yeah, I make a mistake. Look out. Wait a minute, what was that? Oh, that was my T-34 from behind me that made the mistake. You can't stay out in the open in this area here, guys. You're going to get taken out, obviously. You'll probably recognize the turret. There was my mistake. Indian Panzer. I had to spot him, had to take some damage in order to spot it. Right there, the VK4502. 16 and the kill. Couldn't let him get any closer. It was within the draw distance. He was just going to proximity light me. At this point, the VK is looking. I know that I've got to continue moving back and forth, back and forth. I forgot about the 110.
It's a trap!
And
We're
there
done
he
for.
is.
Everyone get out!
Kabam. So he was up there, took me out. Obviously, it's 11-5 game. Some of you can say that, oh gosh, well, you know, it wasn't really, you know, a fair fight. Say what you will. But if you look over there at that smoldering wreck, there's that VK4502B. I've spotted, and he died. I basically got credit for every single point that he had. Now I'm searching around, trying to figure out exactly where the tanks are going. You know, it's 12-6. I'm not too awful at this point, but I wanted to make sure things still looked good. E75 here is about to meet his demise with the Type 2. He continues to look at the IS-3. Type 2 is probably his, well, he's probably going to meet his demise with that fast moving heavy. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this game kind of shows the viability of the light tanks to not just run in and attempt to get lights. The most important thing is to get in, get lights where you know you have coverage, where the heavies and the TDs and especially your artillery can support you and back you up. I thoroughly enjoy the 9.3. Yeah, there we are calling the T-34 is calling us cowards. 9.3 is a great patch so far. Love the selection of tanks. Guys, if you've got some comments to post, tell me what you think about the lightweight. Tell me what you think about the American line. My goodness, the T-49 and that 152 millimeter. They're shooting cars out of the end of that tank, and it's a light tank. I was in chat today and saw somebody post something that said 3,400 damage from a light tank, T-49. 12 shots, 12 hits. Yes, it has very, very bad accuracy, but I think this is going to change the dynamics of the game quite a bit. What do you guys think? Do you think the game will be affected with the simple fact that a big, slow reloading gun is not really viable anymore because everything else can pump out damage per minute? That's just insane. Anyway, let me see what the comments say, and I'd love to respond. You guys, thanks so much for joining me. Again, I've been Grethel. This has been World of Tanks.